After successfully capturing a red coal mine, the pirates captured most of the workers after a short firefight. They then proceeded to set up shop around the mine. And with this mine being so crucial to the war effort for the Reds and the rebels, both armies sent troops to secure the mine, unaware of the pirates' presence. Hello everyone, welcome to episode 20 of Army Men Plastic Wars. I appreciate all the positive feedback and everything you guys gave. It's actually my second recording, so that's why I'm not like as hype as because you guys should have heard the first recording. I was really happy about everything, but yeah, just thank you for all the support. Sorry about the video taking a while to come out. It's just that the original recording, I lost it somehow. I have no clue how, but yeah. Uh, so in the previous episode, we saw the Reds trying to suppress the island going on, not the island, the rebellion going on this island. So now we're seeing a continuation of that. Now the two factions, they're fighting over a coal mine, which the Reds need for the Navy, and the rebels, they need as an important fuel source. But there have actually been pirates who came and interrupted the whole thing, and they're trying to take the coal from themselves. Now, you guys already saw, you guys already know about the Reds and the Rebels, so I'll go over the pirates real quick. Now, this is actually the third color that I found in the mod that isn't like you can just like spawn it in that easy. So I actually retextured these guys from British units, so they speak British and they have British rifles. Well, I mean, most of them do. Some of them, since they're pirates, they got some more different weapons like the barrels and the M4, which we haven't seen in any episode so far, along with I think Stens. I think there's someone with Stens. Yeah, over here some Stens, and they actually have defenses set up from when they originally took over the coal mine. So they got turrets and artillery. Sorry about my dog. If you can hear it, if you heard her bark. And turrets and artillery on both sides. And I'm just gonna go over one side because they have pretty much the exact same stuff except for their tanks. I'll go over the tanks, but both sides have three tanks, or no, four tanks, and a truck. And these vehicles won't respawn. This is actually an attacking battle, so both sides will be attacking. So only the infantry will come in waves, but the vehicles, that's all we're going to see for the entire episode. So on this side, we have a BT-7, a truck with a mortar in it, and then this is the platoon setup for both sides. Two SMGs, machine gunner, a bunch of riflemen, with one of them having a bazooka, and you can see that the riflemen have Garands. These guys have M3 grease guns, and then the guy in the back has a MG34. Looking at the rest of their vehicles, they got a T-34, another or BT-5, and then a half track. So 3 tanks, 1 half track, 1 truck. This side, like I said, they have the same platoon setup, and they also have a half track. They have a Chiha 120. I don't know. I'm not familiar with Japanese tanks. Chihi. I don't know if this is how you pronounce them. But they also have another truck from mortar. And then Chiha 57. So, yeah. So, let's go ahead and start the battle. Start. Oh, yeah. Sorry if I get some not so good angle. Oh, the vehicles, they're going to start doing their own thing in a while. Because it's harder to script vehicles than it is infantry, because you have to do like some more specific stuff to make sure the vehicles don't just bum rush. I have to watch some more editing, or not editing, but I mean, yeah, editor tutorials on how to do this stuff. But here we can see some of their free move infantry moving up onto the hill. We can see the infantry advancing up on all sides pretty much. Let's look how the Reds are faring, really. Looks like they've already lost a decent amount of men, but their tanks are kind of just moving up, taking out a lot of stuff. As you can see, they already took out the artillery, and I think both turrets have been shot down on this side. Or no, that turret was still up, but it is no longer. But I was gonna say sorry if I get if I'm not good at the camera angles in this episode, because the map's as wide as it is long, because it's a 2v2 multiplayer map. So it's hard to get like a good like view of the whole battlefield. But they still have their machine gunner, their turrets, got the artillery. I mean, it's still there, but both guys on there have died. Occasionally we see the artillery just get completely blown up. But here we see the rebels advancing on the pirates. Ooh, one guy just gets shot in the face. And a tank just blew up one of the pipes over here. I think it was that, what is that? The Chihei? I don't know. I'm not quite sure on Japanese pronunciation. But there's a pirate getting chased down over there by some reds. Oh, for the pirates, I decided to use retextured British units because, you know, the British voice lines kind of fit for like a pirate theme. And the reason that they're not wearing helmets is because in the files the dark blue helmet, which is what they're called in the files, the pirates, it's the same color as the regular blue guys, so their helmet just doesn't look right. It's like if I put the bright red helmet on these like darker red guys, these maroon color guys, it'll look weird. So I ended up just giving them I think it was like a German cap with like goggles on it. Oh yeah, I have to be on the lookout for a thumbnail. So I still haven't done the intro cinematic, nor have gotten the thumbnail, because I did that pretty often. I would somehow get the thumbnail and the intro done before like the actual recording, but I haven't been really doing that recently. Now there's still some pirates left on this side. I'm gonna group up some of the remaining pirates just so they have more drawn out existence, I guess. That sounds really weird. That's a really weird way to put it, but yeah. Alright, so now we can see the reds are pushing on this ridge line. Sorry if my voice sounds a little weird. It's because I got like some mucus in that one spot where like you can't really get it out, but like you guys know what I'm talking about. It's just repeating my speech a little bit. But I don't know what the rebels are doing. I think they're shooting at some guys over here. Some of the red guys are splitting off to go attack the remaining pirates stationed over here. Now, we didn't catch the M4 in action, but it's an assault rifle. It works pretty much the same way as the SMG, but a little bit different. I think this is the last pirate, and down he goes. Yep, no more pirates. Alright. Alright, so now we can see some of the reds falling into the mine there. Along with the rebels, they're pushing down. Now both sides only have 6 waves of infantry, so this is a little bit shorter battle. They used to have only 5, but the battle really slowed down around the 12-minute mark. That's when like the last wave came in. Oh no, about the 12-minute mark. So having an extra wave will hopefully do some tiebreakers, because the tanks really like to stick around if one side gets completely demolished. So coming around, I didn't see this, but apparently the T-34 just got destroyed. The rebels still have 2 of their tanks. I think these are both the Chiheis. No, the Chihei and the Chiha. My fault. But the reds, they only have a BT-7, which had its engine knocked out. Let's go over to it. This is not it. It's over here. That isn't it either. Oh, I guess they don't have it anymore. Alright, well, they had a BT-7. And they also had a half-track, but the half-track's gone. And their BT-7's also gone. Now, I just want to test something with the mortar truck, because, oh, no, never mind. It still works. Because occasionally the mortar trucks don't like to work. I really hate it. But that's how it is with this game sometimes. Especially with mods. Alright, so we can see the rebels here on the left. Oh shoot, I moved it a little bit. Over here, they're starting to push down a little group of them. A lot of the Reds are concentrated up on the ridge. We have a few down here. Sustaining fire from the guys up here. We see one of the tank movement. Oh! Did that tank kill anyone? Oh yeah, I killed the guy. There was so much stuff I talked about in my first recording. I'm trying to remember it because it was actually from a few days ago. Because I was planning on doing this episode a little bit earlier. I didn't mean for it to be almost an entire week or more, depending on when this gets released or when you guys see it. Oh, I mean, yeah. I really appreciate all the feedback. I was just really happy to see some nice comments. Now I can finally understand how, like, you know, how some of the bigger guys felt when they were, like, a while back. Because, they would always be so happy about, you know, getting comments, and I didn't really understand why, until, you know, now. You never realize how positivity really affects stuff. You know, complimenting someone's hair could really improve their day. But saying their hair looks bad could really ruin the day, you know? So, you know, just try to be a little bit more positive. You know, maybe they'll compliment you back. I don't know how many guys were in that explosion. At least like one or two, but yeah. I think, oh yeah, the Reds completely out of vehicles. The Rebels, they still have a few, or, they still have two of their tanks up. And their mortar truck, it might be broken. Yeah, their mortar truck's broken. I'm gonna go ahead and get the infantry off of it, just so they aren't doing nothing. We'll get them to move up. But we can hear that. Here we can see the majority of the Reds. So this is like their biggest cluster right now on this hill towards the bridge. I might have the intro a little bit different, like the intro cinematic. But what I'm planning on is kind of like introing with the pirates, with like the narration of the pirates taking over. I really prefer the narrations over you know, talking with individual characters, because I like talking with individual characters. My acting in the earlier episodes was questionable, but it was always nice to, they're just nice, I like them. But I do like when I get the chance to set up a really good scene and do some narration over it. Maybe I could do a combination of the both, but I'd really have to get my voice acting game up. So, from the looks of it, it looks like the Rebels are really pushing back the Reds. Because the Reds did, from to my knowledge, take more casualties from the Pirates and the Rebels. Plus, the Reds still have both of their, not the Reds, the Rebels still have two of their tanks up. And the Reds have absolutely no vehicles left. I could appropriate them to use some of the Pirates' weapons, which would, for the Reds, would only be the machine guns, but to be a little bit more fair to the visibly losing Reds, I'll not put any Rebels on any thing. I usually like to do it as more of a tiebreaker type of thing, but at least from my personal viewpoint, maybe the Reds could really clutch up soon, because once the infantry gets reeled down, there's a chance the Reds could kill all the Rebel infantry and then slowly crawl around and take out the tanks. Alright, so we can see one of the clusters of Reds getting shot at by the tank and the guys down here. From the looks of it, almost all the Reds are out of the mine except for a few guys down here. Ooh, we just saw, I don't know how many guys that was, but we saw a decent amount of them die. And I think this might be the last wave of infantry. Let me check the time that I have on the recording. 14. This is either the last or the second to last. I'm not quite sure. I had a bottle of water here, but I have no clue where it went. Oh yeah, I'm still wearing my shoes. I got home a while ago, but you know. Here, let me get an angle from the other side of the mine. It might be a little bit less interesting, but I like to or we could actually get this shot. Just look at that mound of dead red guys on the left. Jeez. There's actually a couple of live ones in there. Interesting. Oh yeah, the only reason I brought up my shoe was because it was somehow untied, even though I've been sitting down. And I just realized that it was untied, so I'm tying it right now. Oh shoot. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Rebels have the upper hand in this battle, even though they were pretty evenly matched. The T-34 can sometimes be really overpowered if it's used right by the AI. But I guess the AI decided to just completely rush to the other side. Hi, Kiki. That's my dog's name, by the way. I don't know if I went over it. Whoa. What just happened? What was that? What was that? Was it just a giant thing of dust? Looked really weird. Yeah, here, let's get a closer shot. Because I always like getting a little bit closer in with battles like these where there aren't really like any defined, more more permanent positions. Then it's a little bit harder to get some nice close-in shots like this. I don't remember which episode it was, but the one that took place in the forest. It was a green and tan battle. Those positions, even though some of them were a little bit, oh, I forgot the word. It was like, untenable. Even though some of them were like untenable for the long term, they lasted long enough for me to get some good shots. Speaking of good shots, let me see if I can find a good, what is it called? A good thumbnail. I don't think there's really any, good spots for me to get a thumbnail. I could potentially do, this wreck T-34 with some dead red guys. Oh yeah, so this would work. Alright, sorry about, stopping the battle here. I just want to get the thumbnail. You guys will know it's the thumbnail because I'm going to use this as the thumbnail. Sorry about that. Just give me 1 second. I just gotta screenshot it. Alright, I think we're good. I think we're back. Let's just go over the infantry real quick. Yeah, the Reds don't have a lot of infantry yet, or left. So I'm just gonna go ahead and group some of them up, the survivors up. I'll go ahead. Yep. There we go. All right, so the Rebels really have the Reds on the run here. I don't know how the Pirates feel about having one of their troops get attacked by both the government and the Rebels. With a pirate faction, we could potentially do naval battles. In this game, the naval battles are really iffy though, and there aren't any good ocean maps. So if we do end up doing something Navy-wise, or at least including the Navy, it'd have to be like a map that has a big ocean, and we could just put a boat there for the Navy to do something. Alright, well, you see, one of the final groups are Reds. I'll get these guys, oh no, they're posted up, they're fine. You see the infantry moving up here? These guys are in a lower divot area, so they have at least some cover. But with the Rebels advancing on them, they're just gonna run away. Now someone did suggest I believe it was episode 1, to give the infantry the no retreat command because it would be a lot better for fort battles, like, you know, where the infantry's attacking a fort. But because this is like a attack type situation, I decided that I didn't really have to give them that. Which, when it comes down to this like final few men, it really looks like it kind of is a little necessary. Looks like the infantry are actually running away, which we don't want that. Oh, the poor guy over here died. Let's see what his he had a veterancy of 1, which meant he killed upwards to like 4 people. So we can see the last of the Reds here. I'm gonna open this up so we can see him a little bit better. That was a really interesting gun sound. I don't think I've ever heard that. The cracking from a distance and then the, you know, bullet. Alright. This is the last guy. And he's hurt. He got 3 kills. Let's see how Don Brooks fends against the ever-increasing wave of rebels coming after him. And he's down. Alright. So, rebels win. They ended up with a tank with 48 kills and 5 vehicle kills, which meant this vehicle took out all the other ones that the Reds had. Took all of them out. Interesting. This tank in the back, Jihi, Chaihe, Jihi, no clue. 8 infantry kills. The rebel half track, 2. Let me go and pause so he doesn't run over all the bodies. Mortar, 0. I'm not gonna go over everything. Let me just see if there's any red vehicles. No, there isn't. Alright. Let's go over the kills. Let's see what we can spot. Let me make sure. Oh, no. Okay. Alright, so the Reds are gonna be the rebels and the pirates. No. Yes. Yeah, the Reds are gonna be the rebels and the pirates, and the yellows are gonna be the Reds. So, as we can see, not many of them died on this initial push. They did have a few spots where they were just obliterated to pieces. The Reds, though, they did have this really big conga line of death. All the dead bodies over here are just eviscerated. We can tell how many died here just by the amount of guns and helmets. But yeah, down here was another kill zone for the Rebels, and the Reds also died a lot on this little, next to this coal thing. And yeah, it looks like the Reds took a decent amount more deaths on the approach, getting shot at by those pirates. You can actually see 1, 2 Rebel deaths, and a couple more from the final push, final stand that these guys did. Alright, let's go over the pirates real quick, just to see how the pirates fared. Kind of as expected, just the light amount of deaths that they had due to the light amount of infantry that they really had. Obviously, a decent amount of the bodies probably got destroyed, come to think of it. But, I don't think I have anything else to talk about. I think that's pretty much it. See ya. Oh, sorry. This is a post recording clip. The whites ended up with 20 plus 28, 29 infantry remaining. This is obviously not including the tanks nor the crew inside of them, but that's what the rebels ended up with. I said whites, I think. But whatever. Alright, see ya for real.